Previously on Vanguard.
Okay, we quiet. Do you guys want to come and join me at this research station quickly? While we have a chance?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You saying
Yeah.
this? Just be aware, those idiots that stole Vanguard have been seen in the nebula. Just stay away or call the reinforcements if they cause a fuss. And then just to add something to it, remember to report in regularly to Ravcore HQ. Analysis results needed to confirm speculation of collapsium. We are relying on you.
Is that collapsing again?
Where's Ravcore? Okay.
So where's that GPS at?
I miss you, gorgeous. When are you coming home? You said the stint was only for a couple of weeks. They can't just keep making you work like this. Why won't you tell me where you are? Please, please tell me they aren't making you do something dangerous again. I was scared stiff with the news reports of those cult guys just showing up and attacking random civilians. Just tell me you aren't in that damn nebula. Please come home or send me something so I know you're okay. Okay, right, this makes some sense already. This, I think, is a reply to that one I had to begin with, the I Miss You one that mentions the nebula.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a reply, it never got sent. I'm sorry, I can't tell you where I am. The company's gone super paranoid about security ever since finding this dump. Henry sent a couple of innocent pictures back to his wife last week and he's been missing ever since, which fucking terrifies me. They must be checking the mail as it goes out. Totally illegal, but who's going to stop them? I'll be back as soon as I can. I hate this place and the bonus pay ain't worth this much shit. Once the stint is over, I'm out. Done. You know what? Let's make this take this last bonus and move. Get the hell out completely. You know that place on Nisa that we were looking at? It's a bit of a stretch, but hell, why don't you put a deposit down? As soon as I'm back, we're moving out there. And that gives me twice the reason to get back to you.
Well, I have a GPS for Nisa, so I wonder if that's where we should go next to check out.
Well, look. I know a couple of places where we might be able to... Big enough places that they could probably handle a repair job like this. But I need some reference on where the hell we are. So
good luck with that.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got one reference. We have a single reference point from here, at this Nisa place. Nisa, I'm not sure.
I've got it plotted out on GPS. We're ways off from it.
Long trip like this, especially with where we're going, we want to make some changes, right? And the sort of place we're about to show up to isn't the sort of place that's just going to sit there with a welder ship and wait for us to make our minds up. They're going to want us to have a plan straight away. Hand it over to them, they load the thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got a bit of a prototype, but a multiplayer cryosleep program. Not exactly a game per se, more of a design experiment, but design is exactly the point. Any of you guys got one of the blueprints of Vanguard, the original one? Hell, we could even use this one. We want to keep some of what we've done, right?
Yeah. I don't think I've got one of this one.
Especially not in the most recent state.
Well, I've
There we
got a relatively recent one. Tell you
Yeah, should be good.
what, let's load it up. Well, welcome to version 1, or 0.1. I'm not sure yet, we'll decide while we're in here. In theory, pretty much a complete duplicate of everything from before, but without any of reality's stupid constraints. Well, except you can still kill yourself in here. That is a thing. Don't ask me why. I can't figure out how to get the coding for it to work yet. Ready? Ah.
What?
Yep. Prototyping program.
He's a witch.
Okay.
Obviously, everything we make in here is still in the code, but freedom to change whatever we will.
Is there an instant fix button?
Yeah, that unfortunately might need to come in a later build. Hopefully good.
Replace engines, add more armor, and more guns. Well, yeah. Considering that I can float through the entire back end of the starboard itself.
Yeah, that's a helpful comment to begin with. Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a good start. I know, why don't you repair it? There you go, for those who were concerned. Still looks like Vanguard.
My brain's starting to get frazzled. I can't think straight anymore.
Holographic overload?
Just don't go outside.
Something like that.
Yeah, they do say that you can suffer from like more than about 4 hours in a single session in this simulation, and it can cause some weird side effects. However, we should probably log out of this for now.
Yeah.
One of the advantages of the VR programs, of course, is that due to contractions in the hyperweave, we basically no time has passed. Infinite amount of time, degreeable. Although I think I'll set spacebar to repairing when we wake back up again. He likes that, I've heard.
Oh.
Hang on, let me empty out my massive inventory here. I was only weighing 90,000 kilograms.
Wimp.
Well, at the very least, after doing all of this, if we...
We've made a mess. Yes.
Well, we've made a mess, yes, but we've also got a front end of a ship that, in worst case scenario, we can always use as a plow. It'll probably survive.
And we've got a cargo system that can survive more than one hit.
We hope.
And a hangar bay that's starting to get that towards that direction too.
I mean, we hope. Get out of here. Get out of here. As redundant as it gets. It's like 40 times redundancy. You count up your conveyor junctions, and that's how much redundancy you got, I figure. That's how it works. Well, a weird one. I get to end the show for once instead of the producers. Ah!
Bear with us, guys. We are having some slight problems with the save file.
Yep.
Figured I just looked down and realized that the recap had stopped playing. It's like, oh, we're not live yet. Well, you're live. I'm not.
Situation normal.
To be fair, I mean, we could say this is something that effectively we did to ourselves, maybe.
In what way?
Well, it's.
Hey,
I kind of doubt that we can really say that Keen did any sort of pre-prep work for their warfare update.
No, I don't know what's happening. If it makes you feel any better, we've got a rust freighter incoming. Goodbye, rust freighter.
Well, howdy everyone, since we're not going.
Since apparently this is something we're going to have to figure out. Yeah.
really weird.
Do you guys
I
want to
don't-
check your logs? See what it's actually failing on?
If it actually shows anything.
Well, it was more likely to show something on your end than mine, I think. I will have a look, but... Yep, I don't get anything on my end other than you guys entering and leaving the server. Thank you, Armorized, and thank you very much, Xander. It's very kind of you guys. I apologise, folks. This, as usual, was all working fine until the point where you actually need it, and then, for reasons unknown, not so much. Hope everyone's doing well. I apologise for the break in Vanguard.
I don't look like I'm getting anything.
What do you mean? No logs.
Well, I'm gonna try the old. We're just gonna exit out of Steam and start from scratch. You guys are watching the sausage being made right here. This is
That,
I'd agree with you if I hadn't spent probably, I don't know, 12 hours over the last 2 days making the sausage. Sausage is already supposed to be made. It's supposed to be ready for the cooker.
now you're gonna make me hungry.
You brought up sausages?
I did, and I'm regretting it already. Like big smoked sausages or like little tiny smokies? Or are we going brats?
Well, they were 12 hours, so maybe half decent sausages at least.
Or given how much Valheim I've been playing blood sausage?
No.
The amusing thing is not only in my log do I actually see nothing really going wrong, but also I can see the game is saying that player left, text fire, player entered, text fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting updates off of the server.
Actually, just sending you guys the world won't help either.
Yeah, unless it's a connecting to you problem.
There were network problems encountered.
Nope.
Please try again.
That was me
Riverhouse has
relaunching
left the game.
Yeah, that's me loading it again. But see, you are connecting. No, the reason it won't work passing on to you has nothing to do with connecting to me text and to do with the fact that this is currently relying on a plugin that I have installed and you guys don't.
Well, then that's
So if you were to load up the save, nothing would happen.
Roger. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't mean to make
It's
people
a
hungry.
sausage fund. Well, thank you guys. I will be sure to buy some very nice sausages. What the hell? Of which variety am I buying? Rat first? What's the deal? It's
if
up
I
again. It loads nice and fast. I mean,
What if I started in chat?
types are available in my area. I'm a Brit. When it comes to availability of various types of sausage, we're reasonably well set. Access to the full smorgasbord of European sausages as well as our own. I think we're all right.
But do we have Papa Moldark's tube steaks?
Tube salad.
What's this? Let's make Tex jealous and get West the best sausage. Yeah. Fine, I'm just gonna have barbecue. Screw you guys.
Thank you. Why am I getting sausage money? Ridiculous, people. Thank you very, very much. Hey, at least you're in Texas. It's not like you're short on barbecue food.
No, I'm not. And the Czechoslovakian style sort of pepper sausage.
I'd recommend sausages from a farmer by the name of Bricktop, no worries.
I actually get that reference.
Need to practice my Michael Caine for that one.
You're Michael Caine.
Whoa. When you go to spectator camera and realise that your spectator camera is running at 1 billion miles an hour, and you are now God knows where in comparison to... Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look. It's all Bernie.
Do you think we need that plugin that you're running? I don't know what.
No, it specifically says that it does not. It's not required for people joining to use the thing.
It lied. Tilly, and the only reason I didn't say anything about blowing the bloody doors off is because I've gotten so much shade over my accents lately that I've become self-conscious about it.
Oh, come on. It could be worse. You could be doing Dick Van Dyke.
Please, no.
The ship is on fire.
Don't encourage him. That's the last thing we need is Texas Dick Van Dyke.
Actually, my Dick Van Dyke is very good.
I'm
It
sure
doesn't mean
it
that
is.
my Cockney is any good. Those are mutually exclusive.
We could do Vanguard the radio show.
Oh, God. They're
Oh,
coming
man.
around for another pass.
I like it.
Text is
that's-
moving.
Man, that's like a Douglas Adams things.
Wow, look at this crazy system we've found ourselves in.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Look
Wow.
at the colors. You guys wouldn't believe
Wow.
this.
Can you
Oh my
see
God.
how black the space is?
Are you seeing everything we've got going on over here? I mean, I can't describe it. You've really got to see it for yourselves.
Yeah, I can't see anything over all the fire on the ship. Can't you see all that fire?
AKA every Vanguard away team moment. You should really see this for yourself.
I feel like we really should do an awkward radio show version of Vanguard at some point now. Just
Alright, well.
complete with like sound effects. Yeah.
Yeah, but we need a library of only like 4 that we just have to reuse
Yep.
regardless of the situation.
Actually, we have to do all the sound effects. All of a sudden, a general alarm went off. Aruga! Aruga!
No, because that's probably better than it could be if we did it a different way. Hey, well, while we wait, there's an interesting thing for stream to have a look at. Bottom one, OG Vanguard as we first received it. Top one, post rework.
including the wide open view of Spacebar's other cheese vault.
Ha! Busted.
Which means at its tallest, Vanguard is what, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what, 6 decks? Maybe 7 decks, depending on how you count it. Oh god, that's not a good sign.
Oh, yep. Hey, no hitting that part of Vanguard. That's the only spot I'm allowed to hit.
Hey, well,
Xander,
there's no more with... I'm going to take the server right now again. This is fine.
Xander, you will notice that they did not have Dick Van Dyke do an accent for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
The only thing I have to say about that is hike your knees up, step in time. And I am pretty sure I've probably just enraged everyone on the other side of the pond now.
Well, Vanguard would be getting some TLC if Space Engineers would let us connect. You know what, I'll do something. I'll do a sensible little test, and I will just load up a random world in Friends and check that you guys can connect that.
Fog, I'm still asleep. We have yet to start.
We're all still asleep, in theory.
We're all sleeping. This is a dream we're having, where we're playing a game in our sleep.
It's the fun of doing it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
All right, we'll try joining on me now and see if you get in.
Oh, it's loading.
Yep, connecting to the server.
I got as far as a Keen quote. Yep, I'm in.
Balls. That's not what we need.
Is that the save that I ended up editing? Or is it your original one?
It's not even that save, it's a completely different world.
Oh.
Probably linked you guys the wrong one, to be honest. But yeah, it's a completely different world.
Well, this is also a world that you haven't had anybody connect to yet, so...
Just as a response, because, you know, Galadas, it's been mentioned before, maybe you guys get in the habit of getting logged into SE before the recap starts. So that when during the recap, what happens to us is what you just saw happen there, where we come under attack during the recap. We can't do that. That's why it always has to happen last minute, is because the second we're in the server, it's live. Whether we like it or not, we're under attack and stuff's spawning and things are happening. We don't have the choice of just going, we'll casually load it up miles in advance, because there won't be a Vanguard left if we do that.
Yep.
Especially since we get to keep in those invisible drones.
No, something to do with my setup on this world has broken the...
Yeah, no, we connected on a vanilla world, a different world, so probably something related to a script or to a mod. Can't really lay that one at Keen's feet.
You loaded the one I sent you up without issue, right, Spacebar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which means it's probably not mods, because in reality these two saves have very, very similar mods on them.
In other words, this is basically one of those rare moments in which I am going to say, no, Keen did not break the game.
I mean, I even made sure that the world would load after I removed my little local mod. And everything still works. I don't know.
Your little locomotive? What?
Local mod.
Ah, okay.
My YAR mod.
If should be able to get in my Vanguard test world just fine.
Interesting. If you sent me is actually not showing up.
There is no disable your ability to be targeted by hostiles. Not for grids. There is also no pause button for the AI.
Oh, short of actively looking at what's spawning in.
Yeah, our pause button is going to the
deleting the
entity
grid.
list and keeping an eye out as stuff spawns and deleting it as it does. Wow, shit.
Yep.
Yep. Don't try and join. Well, I mean, try and join it if you want. We'll see whether or not it makes a difference.
No, same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I canceled it, but it was kind of sitting there for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of the world here and try it.
Gotta try and load that save just so we can make sure.
And paused on joining world.
Yep.
Okay, because that means it is something else. Damn it.
Not it.
Okay, it may look like not much work goes into a particular episode. It may not. I don't know. This is broken.
So wasted. This holodeck interface is nice and everything, but could you fix it so we can get out of this already?
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching the same 30-second clip over and over again. It's just some guys driving around a green base.
Yeah, I got the ones who are building a space elevator up into the sky, but you can see that the grid is already massively unstable.
Does it have one guy that's
SE
using a
Toolbox
drill
is not going to
for,
fix issues with people
unobviously
joining in
reasons?
multiplayer.
Obviously. So we gotta get out of this.
And rolling back to older and older saves just means that I have to stop today's episode entirely because we don't have the world prepared to play it in.
In a world where the Vanguard crew can't exit the Matrix.
Unable to exit holodeck. Controls are offline.
Greetings, Coppertop.
You know, if I keep if I can't get this save working, we don't have an episode today, really.
Their version of the holodeck malfunction. It trapped like half the crew in the holodeck.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the show.
And thus, life mirrors fantasy.
And for reasons unknown, the backups, because actually I know, because backups don't store the storage folder, which is fucking stupid. So if I take that,
Tell you what, I've got the save up and loaded. Somebody want to try connecting to me and see if we can roll that out?
rule what out?
But just that it's not the save, it's not the mods, it's not anything else.
Well,
it's
but
just whatever.
we did that by you guys connecting to me within a vanilla world. Remember? Whereas you loading up that save, all that does is, if it works, we still can't use it. Because it does not contain what's necessary.
Yeah, I was mostly doing it just so that I had all the mods preloaded if we managed to get it working. And because nothing else was working.
There are two things that are sort of updating / in progress at the moment. One of them is I used a plugin today to do some generation on the world, and the other one is Weapon Core has been repeatedly updated over the last few days.
Yep.
They're both problematic, but okay, just try and join on me. This is without Weapon Core, but with everything else.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see if we have any luck.
So far,
Not
still
looking good.
Yeah, still in the adjoining world.
GitHub version lost on?
Yeah. Nope. If I was going to connect, I should be on the second screen by now.
Yeah.
Yep.
The hell? This world doesn't even have my planet in it anymore. Oh, apparently it does. I'm just blind.
Pretty planet.
So when we get out of the holodeck, I'm kind of thinking what to do for dinner, and I don't know if the microwave is still working at this point. I'm pretty sure that's on fire too. So what do you guys think about maybe trying to take some of the soylent ham and eggs and see if we can cook it over the fire in the nacelles?
I don't like green eggs and ham.
Oh, come on. It's the next to the last thing we've got here. I think the only thing we've got left after this is canned dog food.
We could call for a Nuber.
Yeah, we could.
Nuber Neats.
You think they're actually going to deliver out this far, though?
You know. Here they're expanding.
No, this is true.
What's happening is, after a lot of preparation over the last 2 days to try and get this episode working, and not much sleep because
maybe
of it,
one of these centuries will actually
all
show
of the
profit.
plans have fallen apart the second it came to people joining the world.
I mean, even then, though, if we get that, it's going to take forever for them to get here. I mean, it's either that or didn't we pass like some sort of space worm like a couple weeks ago? Yeah, that thing that they apparently never showed on the stream. Wondering if we could, I don't know, carve some meat out of that.
I mean, be desperate.
Yeah, because when we
Grilling space
have
worm
such
over
luck
a
getting
burning
everyone
thruster
together on a
fire.
Saturday consistently, Galadas, it's going to be easy to do that 2 nights a week instead of just one.
Besides, we're all out of s'mores.
Could
Can't
use the
cook over the
soylent.
fire.
Yeah, I could use the soylent as like sort of like barbecue sauce.
You know, Soylent doesn't agree with me. Maybe if I was more of a people person.
Yeah, it's definitely not weapon core because I forgot to put vanilla weapon core replacer in. Wow, it is completely broken. Yep. There should be an enormous asteroid belt where I just was. A fucking enormous one. And it's not there. Well, and a further improvement. Some reason or another now, a whole bunch of shit's missing from the safe.
Okay.
I mean, when you're streaming the day before Halloween, maybe you'll have some weird spooky shit going on.
By being too generous and saying it can't be a space engineer's issue?
I have no idea at this point. All I know is that there's something in the region of like 2,000 objects missing.
What?
Wow.
How?
I don't know.
That's really aggressive trash cleanup.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if that even fixed anything.
Yeah. I'm going to say probably not.
No.
Yeah.
2,000 flushes of objects later, apparently it's not helping load the player. Okay.
No, people can't connect.
Yeah, anti-pattern. We're not getting it at all. All of us are getting halted. The three of us who are trying to connect are all just getting halted on the joining world spinny screen. We're not even getting to the quotes or loading the mods or anything. So if you look at all of our logs, it's acting
Yeah,
like,
Doc,
you're
that's why I
connected.
have to play. I have to jump over there to check.
Yeah, we're getting as far as the handshake where he can see us connecting, but then that's as far as it goes.
Well, the handshake and some basic communication about what's going on in the server, because in my logs I can see, you know, I'll connect and then I'll see spacebar disconnect and try to connect and whatnot. All that's getting over the wire at least. Did you know dark spots on planets indicate ore deposits? Except they don't in many places, where it's actually the opposite advice. That's the whiter spots. Ian, have you looked at your quotes lately? Maybe update them since that changed 4 years ago.
If we're on that subject, we have to highlight just for a second what I noticed on the Space Engineers store page the other day. It was beautiful. Let me go down to the Space Engineers store page here for a second. Here we go. Quote from Rock Paper Shotgun under the reviews section. Space Engineers makes welding, joining and glazing seem like the best jobs in the world. It looks superb. Sorry?
What game is that talking
Joining
about?
and glazing. I recall lots of joining and glazing in Space Engineers. But it's alright, because if you go and investigate the, in inverted commas, review, what it actually is an article from the 9th of September 2013 that says, basically, this is the entire article there. It's a press release showing their initial out footage trailer. If you're impatient, go back and watch again. Wait for the colliding spaceships to happen. The game is currently alpha and should be hitting Steam Early Access soon.
So were we actually like glazing windows back then? Because I don't remember that.
No.
We certainly, even though we were talking about, you know, the green soylent ham earlier, we certainly weren't glazing that.
Just be careful, because when you glaze into the void glazes back into you.
Can we get out of the cryo chamber so I can go shoot him?
Can you get in?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, of course not.
No, it's still joining world.
This is with the plug-in off. It's not running.
Kill it with fire.
Oh my god. Okay, so that save's just broken somehow. Like, actually just broken.
Yay.
Well, that's unfortunate, given that that's what we were going to use for the entire evening.
Well, they weren't taking words from an article and rearranging them to say something else. They quoted the article verbatim. They just stuck it under a section titled Reviews when it was a press release.
How did we get to Void Train out of what we've been saying? I'm confused now. Now I want to play Void Train. Okay.
Well, Void Train works. I guess that's where that was coming from.
Don't encourage
Thanks, guys.
text.
You're very kind. Full restart at the same time. My work. I'm now stuck in this position that if
me to join the Navy, and
I need my asteroids to appear, otherwise the episode's got a problem regardless. It's got worse, not better. It's not just that they can't connect anymore. Now it's that half the world's missing.
This week on Vanguard, the real reason why Tex is laid up in his cryopod with head injuries.
I think it's all symptomatic.
You smell... Can you taste
that's a
burning
good
right
sign.
now, Tex?
That lag is a good sign.
Mine tastes like burning.
Okay. Now you understand what I mean by there was a little bit missing.
Should we give it a shot?
I'm trying. We've got our objects back.
That's negative on that request, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Stuck on joining world.
Well, we're partway there. Missing objects have returned. starting to run out of ideas is the problem. Yeah, we can't just stick all these mods on and have it. It won't work again. It'll need setting up again to look like that. We're on local. There's no because a full system. Remember, they could join me when I just loaded a vanilla game. In fact, they couldn't join even when plugin wasn't on. Well, yeah, but you also, when I had the plugin not running, you weren't able to join this save either.
Yep.
So potentially the plugin changed something in the save even.
I mean, I'm going line by line through the log here, and it's definitely, we're getting connected, but it's just not picking up on it.
Yeah, maybe Drago, I don't know. Maybe. It's worth a shot.
There's nothing quite like going through the log and seeing that even Keen stuff is throwing errors.
I saw earlier that the offensive words file is something. I forget exactly what it said, but it was complaining about that being changed.
What?
Offensive words file.
What?
Do they not let you swear at Merrick anymore, or?
I don't even know what that is.
They have, warning, unexpected behavior may occur due to redefinition of offensive words.
Is that like George Carlin's routine about the 7 words you can't say on radio?
Nah, it's something for, Xbox.
All right.
Microsoft required them.
Try again.
All right.
Yeah, we have Zaffa. Yeah.
Basically, Microsoft required them to have that to filter out the words.
Does not look good.
Gotcha. Xbox related shenanigans.
Yeah.
I'm sure they wouldn't. They would never compromise the game to make it work on another system entirely, would they? No, that would never happen. Yeah, I'm still stuck on Joining World.
Ditto.
Same.
Okay. Try reconnecting now. There's nothing in the world except for the planet and me. Oh, we've been getting the disconnected, reconnected messages the whole time, Watcher. That's not new. To be fair, we do.
Where the world refuses to load.
We do have plane parts
One
running.
crew stays on the holodeck.
Yes, it did, Iceberg.
Tragic how everybody wasted space died in cryosleep. They were mysteriously replaced with plane parts.
Okay, this is not working, I'm guessing. I've got one other thing I can try. I don't particularly want to. Everyone in chat, just close your eyes a second. This has the same selection of mods.
Boy, whatever you do, don't ram Vanguard. She will complain for days when you do.
What, with funny noises all over it? Yes. No, Xander. Thank you very much.
Good night, Xander. Thanks for coming along. Sorry.
Hey, look, it's the system you're not supposed to see yet. Oh yeah, that's the plan. Try and join on me now if you can. Try and join on me now if you can.
Yep. I'm not getting an option to join.
Yeah.
You are in offline mode and multiplayer is disabled. You have to change the settings from the main menu.
In a world where multiplayer controls can be set from multiple locations, Keen Software House is proud to present Space Engineers.
Grindhouse Vanguard.
Why on earth would you want to have options like changing multiplayer settings from within the menu? How dare you? Nonetheless, the only reason it's not taking 20 minutes to load a save is because both of these saves are brand new ones with almost nothing in them. Angelita, you may not be wrong there.
What?
That asteroid field was a text fire trap, but...
Shade! All the shade! Wow!
Thank you very much. Why am I... Oh, you are just incredibly special, you go game, seriously. I load the save up once, I'm in single player, so I have to reload it again. When I reload it again, I'm dead. I need to spawn. Sorry, what?
GG.
Still stuck on joining world.
Yep.
You're stuck on joining world with this world.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep. But we were able to connect to you with that other save.
With the one with literally nothing in it, yeah.
Yeah, yep. The one with no mods in it, yep.
You have
just fine.
You have that plugin enabled on this save, right?
Nope. That's why I went to this save.
Yep.
Have you tried closing out Space Engineers all the way? I'm sure you have, but...
Let's see if I can get that a shot here.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Kevin
it might have
Burgess,
broken both
you're
of the maps
totally
I
right.
prepared.
Did you guys ever play Traveler? The RPG?
For a second there, I thought you were talking Traveler the band.
Mm-mm. Blues Traveler?
Mm-hmm.
No, Traveler the RPG. It was a very unique game in that you basically rolled for like all your stats and you know, you like your background and other stuff like that, and your skill increases, and if you rolled badly, your character could die during character creation, and then you'd have to start again. But not a hand-holding system.
You sure it's not Blues Traveler? Because I gotta say, the game is giving us a runaround right now.
Oh, wow.
Alright, give it a go.
Oh, hang on. I'm getting mod download this time. I'm on a loading screen.
Okay, so it's one of the
It's
mods.
Yep.
Somehow.
Assuming that it hasn't decided to bork out and load my single player world.
No, it looks like it's the holodeck world.
Loading mods.
And that means it is one of the mods that's causing it.
I mean, so just cross-routing the plasma redistribution manifold over to the holodeck server helped, or?
Yep.
Yeah, it means it has to be one of the mods that's causing it, because the only difference between this world and the one you just tried to join is mods. Both of them, I still have, like, I've loaded with the plugin
Painful
running.
gnat hovering around me. I don't know how it's out here in space, but
All right, cue me getting lost in 3, 2.
Okay, so but basically this means it's a mod mismatch. It's a mod that's causing it, because there was 3 worlds in a row there. World number 1 was created and has been messed with the plugin. World number 2 has the same mods as world number 1, but has not been messed with the plugin. World number 3 has not been messed with the plugin and has different mods. This one. So one of the mods is causing it. Which is bizarre, because Spacebar has loaded that save on his end in solo.
Mm-hmm.
I loaded the 2.41 also.
So you guys have both loaded it individually.
Mm-hmm. Just not connected with it via multiplayer.
yep. I haven't had a chance to load up myself.
So there is a mod that is playing badly multiplayer only. Somehow.
Yep.
I guess. But that's weird, because it's supposed to be I didn't think we got to the mod download section of the process.
Nope.
Unless there's, like Drago was saying earlier, there may be a mod block somewhere in here that's been placed that's screwing with it.
But
In both
what
worlds?
would be doing that?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's-
technically, Vanguard's gotten simpler as far as mods go with this rebuild.
Yeah, but we're not loading into the rebuild. We're loading into the old one.
Yep. That's a point.
Yeah, Lucas, the others aren't getting to loading screen at all. They're getting jammed on the connecting.
Literally just
Yeah,
spins
joining
and joining
world.
world.
There's something.
And the log files just... There's nothing wrong on our end as far as we can tell in the log files.
It's reptilians. Possible. Okay. I'm going to throw another cog in the works. What happens if I launch one of those worlds on the dedicated? Because one of them's on there.
This clean armor looks so weird.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I was gonna do.
Especially since like halfway back it switches to no armor skin. Like there's a very clear line where the clean stops.
Yeah, that's because that was my way of knowing I fixed did the heavy armor replacement there.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just funny.
Not that the retro future armor isn't any more jarring on the front of the ship.
Oh, you mean the sci-fi?
Mm-hmm.
I like that skin. But it seems like people either hate or love that skin.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, I don't know.
Kind of Toronto wannabe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
I
saying
like
it's bad. I'm just saying it's. I can see why it's polarizing.
But I like Greebled stuff, so it appeals to me.
I mean, you're saying I don't.
There's different types of Greebling, though.
I get so lost in the ship.
But I've got
And even more
signs
so
up
now.
around it.
Alright, try jumping in on the Deddy.
All right.
The Deddy's running a world that just failed for you guys, so...
Well, I've got the quote screen.
I don't have.
Now, if I'd help if I put in the right password.
It would help if the dedicated is actually coming up on my favorites or history.
I'm getting message of the day, and it's making me pick a respawn room.
Well, shit. That makes even less sense.
Oh, I should not be here yet. Where am I? Ooh.
Which is a problem when that plugin doesn't currently work on dedicated.
Downloading mods. Come on. No, it's probably not going to do it. Come on, you silly thing. Hey,
I'm local hosting
Yeah,
for a
I'm
reason.
in, though. I'm in flying around. Of course, it won't let me pick another place to spawn at.
Thank you very much, Angelita. Take care.
I'm just going to patiently wait until the game decides it can actually render something around me.
Well, and the long run is that doesn't actually help much.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
No, I'm local hosting
on the
because
ship.
Keen are idiots. Their dedicated server client will not allow me to load the plugin file, and if you try and put the plugin file in using the configuration file for the dedicated server, it just overwrites it every time you go to launch the world, because why on earth would you want to have a configuration file you can edit? Keen probably use Torch, yeah. They probably don't use their own dedicated client. Their own dedicated client is useless.
Yep, I was able to get in.
Is it possible the corrupted mod's on my end? If that's such a thing, I don't know.
I mean, we could always just say that we go back to the very first save and everything that's happened so far was just a dream.
I'm still getting the joining world.
Oh, you're doing the local again?
Yeah, trying it. I was sort of semi-hoping that might have bumped a mod up to date for somebody. But not so much.
Nope.
Yeah, me trying to exit.
Yeah, no, that's most likely. If. That's a big if at this current point.
Nope. Same joining world infinite thing.
Mm-hmm.
The issue seems to be not them downloading the mods on Access, because they don't get to the downloading mods section. I think it's prior to that things are going wrong.
It doesn't tell us that it's gotten to the mod download verification step, but it does in our logs.
Okay, so in your logs it is up to mod verification.
Yeah, let me double check here.
Oh, Killa, I appreciate that, but really, this is better than no episode.
Yeah,
just watching us beat our head against the wall.
Kind of you, but it doesn't feel like it on my end. I spent quite a lot of time the last few days figuring out what this episode was going to look like, and now it's all gone to hell.
Well, Tex wanted his pseudo Vanguard podcast.
When
Jinxed
everyone
it.
was really looking toward the text trying to maneuver the Vanguard in amongst all these asteroids here. Look how much fun he was going to have.
Mm-hmm.
Which one am I about to hit? Well, all of them.
Yes.
Can
Yes.
Were you running the plugin on the dedicated?
No, because the plugin doesn't work on the dedicated, because if you go to the plugin section and click add,
right.
and add the plugin, it comes up with some, where is it? There you go. It says, could not load selected assembly. And then if you go through the process of just loading it through by adding in the command line, adding it into the configuration file, it just overwrites the configuration file when you start the server.
Oh, Nanolis, don't worry about it. I will get lost in the updated Vanguard. Don't worry about it. That'll happen.
Yeah, definitely.
We're all going to get lost in the updated Vanguard.
I can confirm because I've got in the logs, it's going down the list of all the used mods. It's got them all there. So it knows what mods are being used by the world, and it's loading it up after that point easily. Hang on.
I just disconnected again.
Yeah.
I'm trying relaunching my Steam. I'm running out of ideas, but we'll give it a go. Waiting for Space Engineers to shut down, are you? Yep, sure.
Yep. You got it.
I mean, we're at the point on our side that we're getting the statistics in the logs. So that's telling me, okay, it knows it's getting data from the server easily. It's talking to it.
He seemed pretty insistent on coming in.
For whatever reason, it's not actually getting us in there.
There may be some problems with the flapping at the moment. Forwards with it. Is he going to work out to reverse it? What's going on here?
I mean, unless camera entity from checkpoint does not
What is
exist.
this even going to do? This looks
legit
like
thing.
it's
Or sorry,
specifically
let me
designed to
get that
back
in
in
the
the side
correct
of your own
term.
ship, basically.
Camera entity from the checkpoint
And
does
if you
not
really want to,
exist.
you can extend a piston inside it so they can clang out on hard. Ah, yes. Pistons are still moving in and out.
Thank you.
They're doing any damage.
Whatever that
Reversing for
means.
another strike. Three
All your
wheels still
base are
remain.
belong to us.
Dodge the spikes. Oh my god, a massive strike from that main weapon.
Old arc.
Oh, God. Okay. And... Oh.
He has freed it. Freed it from its
Maybe
confinements
it's
of
like
the landing gear.
if number of lights equal greater than 500, do not allow the connection.
I assume it's doing something very silly on your side.
Nope,
Yeah.
we're not anywhere near that at this point. There's on that copy of
No,
Vanguard.
that camera
I
entity
have to
missing
agree.
thing I've
Chat
heard
are
before.
saying that Red look pretty in trouble here, and I'm gonna.
Yeah,
struggle.
that's why I didn't immediately jump on that. I think I've seen that before.
No, no,
too.
no, I
I've
mean, I've heard it
just
as an
looked at
issue
a
before.
bunch of bots
Oh,
that I look at
okay.
them and think, yeah, that's robot.
Oh, well, if it's
I
not
know- I
even
know what
loading
we
a
did at the
camera
bit.
for us,
And
yeah,
then I
that would
look
make...
at Red Team side,
I don't
and
know
I
what would
see
be causing it,
a
but...
go-kart converted with a hammer. I don't even know, like a mobile bed, I think that's what I'm getting from that one. And something with an arrow on the front that moves up and down. It's a bit harsh, but I do think Red are in for a bit of trouble here. We will have to see. Red team, stop moving your stuff around. Get out here as engineers. Put your brakes on and let's line up for looking cool, basically. We're missing.
Everyone make sure you have a good copy saved of your craft.
Yes, I'm just going to double check.
I almost got all of them lined up, Tex.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
almost got them all lined up. There's one guy missing. And off they go once again. What's happening is
Oh,
once
engineer
you guys are
core.
lined up, stop being bad and what's bouncing around. Come on, get over here. Who's that in the background still working on their vehicle? Stop it. I can see you. It's not even the vehicles that I wanted lined up, it was the engineers. And then get rid of them, clear up all the mess around here, and we're going to move over to our arena because it's time to actually do a bit of fight. See who comes up on top, and also I need to paint a dice. Bowl over, Clang Dice.
You are
Roll it down the ramp.
through it at the moment.
Down the ramp, I'll fix it.
No. I got an idea. Leave it. Just needs corners. That's all it needs.
Of course. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
It
Hang on,
would-
it's
it
over.
would
It's
land-
over. Leave it alone.
It would land on blank.
No, it was supposed to land on blank, so that
Whoa!
guys.
You just did that.
Yeah, we didn't.
Right, leave the dice alone so that I can get a blueprint. I'll reload the world for this. That'll be our fucking 3-minute break, I suppose.
I don't
I'm in
think
the
text-
floor. I'm in the floor.
Yeah, that's because the floor's missing. Almost not really started yet. This is pre-show, I would say, while we get teams in. I did a bit of an intro, and that's about it. Who are we missing? One guy. It's Cake Man. Cake Man.
No. Damn it.
Did you screw up? And delete the whole blooming text. Who are we missing? One guy. It's Cake Man.
Yeah, I did.
Cake Man. Remove the trash from the arena. Hope beyond hope that people aren't accidentally deleting it, because it's happened enough times already this evening, and if it happens again I will be turning that shit off. I can't even move. All I did was delete a wheel. Oh my god. Space engineers. No more space engineers. No. So far, not making a particularly good job. We did think about doing space engineers football today. I'm glad we didn't. These teams are pretty uncoordinated.
You have to-
One
you have to
guy's
have-
leading the
no,
pack.
Had to have a pro. The pro take charge.
Texfire's got it on lockdown. All right, I'm off. Oh no, now they've got me the wrong way around. Everyone's just running up. Nice try, lads.
Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a
Maybe
second.
next time. This is Engineer Wars for this episode. It is a game of who can push wasted space in his chair.
Kick the can.
Quick,
Kick the can.
Let's go back to first person for this. I think this is going to be a good one. Come on, we're getting there. Keep just a bit looking through the floor. We can see the odd damage block down there. Oh, here we go. I'm on the move again. Can we get ourselves to the flipper? Almost. I'm on. We can see through the flipper. 3, 2, 1. Way! And here we go.
And out of the arena.
Huzzah!
Okay. Victory.
There's a couple of final things we might be able to find out. Might be able to try. That's about it. Give us 2 seconds, guys. We're just discussing what options we have left.
Energy low.
But it's not as simple as that, Drago, because regardless of if we've solved the problem now, if it requires us to remove mods, we can't continue today. There is not, I've literally just done a full mod clear out. We are not running a single non-required mod. Every last mod is in use. The save file is the only one that might... I'll give that a try, but yeah, as far as the mods is concerned, if we're going to that extent, I might as well just end it, because it's going to take a rebuild of the map in order to then have something to do next. This is a brand new world. There are literally no NPCs in the save file. Vanguard has repeated, every time we jump to a new system, it's a new world, and I literally only copy over Vanguard and the ships it contains. Everything else gets removed. That way we keep the thing from not being bloated. Yeah, I don't see them in here at all. Unless I'm looking in the wrong place, unless it's in the SBS, but I don't think it is. Yeah, John, exactly. It keeps the save clear, you know. We're never using unnecessary mods. There's never loads of trash sitting around in the background. There's never this NPC bloat problem, because we consistently, every time we jump to a new system, clear the whole thing out and come with just the requirements. I think I might call this my last attempt, to be honest. I'm still very, very intrigued as to why they can't join me on a save that hasn't had the plugin on it. This one never had the plugin run on it. So why can't they join me on this? I think if the plugin was going to be causing issues, it would be causing issues where they failed to stream the data for all those asteroids before it timed out. They'd get to the downloading world section, and then they'd time out on the downloading world. I think that's what would happen if it was the plugin causing the issues. Or get in and have severe streaming issues with the sheer volume of asteroids that are around, but I don't think they'd be having this problem. Last shot. Last shot before I just say, screw it, we're going to have to figure this out off stream, because it's been an hour and a half of trying to fix it and it's not going anywhere. Yes, the guys have been able to draw in 2 other saves during the session. They just weren't the saves that were important. They weren't the saves that actually mattered. Okay, so this save, I am not running the plugin, and this save has never been touched by the plugin. There's no plugin shenanigans in it. Plus, I have removed... You're in.
Waiting for server, yeah.
It's the fucking planet. It's either the planet or weapon core then.
There is... I'm just trying to find it.
I tried weapon core earlier.
Yeah, well, but if we have any weapons in the save that need weapon core...
we were only using vanilla weapon replacer.
That would still pull in the weapon core mod itself, the plugin, or the framework, rather.
Yeah, but then it would be doing it here too.
True.
Which would
I think
suggest
it's likely
the planet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm loading now.
I see a respawn screen.
You're on the
just
dead
go to
or the
hangar.
local?
Local.
Okay, it's not even giving me an option to join off you right now because it says you're just online.
Yeah, but the problem with it being the planet is the center point for that other system. Just delete the planet and there's what? A ring of asteroids around? Nothing.
Impossible. They blew up a planet?
It's a gas giant. You can't blow it up.
There's nothing's got that kind of firepower around here.
I mean, 2001, they blew up. Oh, they turned into a sun.
Do they have some kind of star of death?
Yeah, I'm at the loading screen now.
Yep, nope, I'm in.
What's weird is, I mean, I took the planet mod I took off isn't even loaded. Isn't even like in this world. It was loaded, but it isn't in the world.
There may be something. Well, if it's a gas giant, I know there have been issues with gas giant planets before.
Haven't there just been issues with large planets in general?
That it's only an issue with multiplayer, not with single player.
Oh.
Focus, chat. Focus. I like how they're trying to figure out how a gas giant could explode.
They have an unalive sun.
The name of the planet mod is Luma.
Yeah, because I went and downloaded that.
Yeah, so did I.
Especially
And it was,
as it's not a fake planet. No. But what's also weird about it is Spacebar's loaded that save up locally.
I wonder if the other gas giant Luma one might desub that one, if that would fix it. No, it just actually looks like that's the same thing. Oh yeah, no, it's got all the worlds in it. We don't want that. Roger that.
I mean, to be fair, if you go into the comments on that mod, they do mention earlier this month they were having problems along these lines. But it sounds like they were supposed to have been fixed back on the 11th.
Yeah,
Or
the guy, the
potentially
author,
fixed.
was actually like quite proactive, which is why I felt reasonably confident with this one. I'm trying Weapon Core first, then we're gonna try. Please let me keep my planet.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has explicitly what we're seeing. Joining World Forever never
I
gets
downloaded
used.
it yesterday, Drago. No! That sounds far too likely to actually be the problem. Damn it!
And only upon taking it off can anyone join the world.
Shut up.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got it. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Interesting, Drago. I didn't know that. Mod author deletes files from a mod. They don't get deleted on the client at all.
No, so you can have mods that work for you, but no one else. This is not the case here. I only downloaded it yesterday, but
And the only thing that's really just, well, I guess you could change the textures, deleting the file, make it reference a different one.
sure. I know Teal's not a gas giant. We're trying to avoid a gas giant. That was the point. I tried putting a gas giant in, it was all broken. So now I want to do something else.
Drago, there is not a script folder there for me.
Yeah, and I only downloaded the thing yesterday, so I really doubt I've got anything there. Once I work out which one of my Steam libraries it's in, I will... Most space engineers store things in like 8 different places. Any particular reason?
I don't know, but to a certain extent, I blame Windows. At the point when Windows decided that they were going to keep your personal saves and information in a different completely different folder tree from the actual game install. In most cases. Not all cases, just most cases. It was a huge step backwards in my mind.
That's not good. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
Helping. Helping.
No, I know it's a problem. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, spacebar. Would you step into my office?
So Timothy wants
You
to
don't
see
have an
spacebar in his office.
We can't load into the office, so haha.
This is currently non-corporal. And we'll go visit soon. No,
I mean, look.
the save is now corrupt.
Obviously, the office is remote. We can just zoom in. Ooh, if we were calling remotely to work with Vanguard, would it be a Voom call?
Energy low. Energy low.
Alright, try and join. Try and join the world that literally has nothing in it.
That'll help.
Same thing.
No. Tune in next week when our intrepid heroes will try and fix their gas giant problem. Will they do it by improvising or will they have to plan it? Yeah, that's all I got. Sorry.
Tex, I know you want to try to take care of this gas giant problem, but we're going to need one big giant roll of Rolaids to do that. I don't know where you can think you can come up with that in space in the middle of nowhere at this hour, but
And how many tums of those would we need?
All of them. Spacebar, you're gonna have to go off and hijack a tanker full of Pepto-Bismol while you're at it.
Okay, literally, the only mod on this server is the backdrop. It's the skybox. Nothing exists here.
Connecting to server now.
Because apparently my backup had nothing in it.
Attempting connecting, waiting for server to respond, downloading mods. Quote screen, yay!
Downloaded the mod.
So, if I remove literally everything I've done and just break us back to a skybox and nothing else, it works.
Yep. You can see clearly now. The world is gone.
You know, the world is gone now.
So the gas giant was the problem. The issue with that is the way the plugin works is the asteroid belt is tied to the planet it's attached to.
I don't suppose you could remove that in the sandbox file, could you?
I did. It doesn't load when you do that because then the like the world gen plugin goes, what the fuck? Where's my? Like, I'm trying to reference a planet to build stuff around. Where is that planet? You said there's a planet here. The issue with this being, I actually have to rebuild it from scratch. There is no way of doing anything else because, again, the way this generator works is you go, okay, here's a planet, now build an asteroid belt around that planet.
Well, I mean,
Like, even if I take one of these other ones, load it up, get rid of the Luma that's in there, I still have to rebuild the asteroid belt around it.
well, I mean, you figured out the problem.
Yeah, it's a Luma problem.
It doesn't have an immediate solution, but
Luma, hey.
Modding SE, modding SE, modding SE, modding SE.
Cheers, Armorized. Thank you very much. I get the distinct impression that this might have to be one of these ones where it's just like, we'll pretend that this never happened. And I guess I'll try and whack something together ASAP and get an episode in when we can. When are you working, Tex?
Monday.
Yeah.
Well, just think of it this way. Those of you who showed up live for this, you get an exclusive.
You get to see sometimes that the sausage isn't just made, it blows up spectacularly in your face.
You were here for the stream that will almost certainly be delisted and no one else will ever see.
Well, it ends up being the situation where I'm not going to take it too badly. We've had, we're on 30-something episodes now, and this is the first one where it's gone so badly that I can't fix it live. There's been a few hiccups in the past, there's been a few delayed starts, but normally we don't end up here.
Mm-hmm. And it's also safe to say that for once it
wasn't Keen's fault this time.
Yeah, it's hard to... I don't even know if I can say that at this point. Honestly, just trying to get those words out is so difficult. But yeah, it definitely does not look like this is any sort of issue with the base game itself. It's
Well, there are 420 troopers who have been watching this entire troubleshooting episode, and we do appreciate you guys showing up and hanging in there. And I'm sorry that it sounds like we're not going to be able to do anything for you tonight, but
quick, vamp.
Usually game-breaking bugs plays within the world, but actually we've been quite lucky. A lot of the time they've happened at the end of the stream. Or at a point that made sense for us to end, you know? Where we just be like, yeah, you know what, whatever. I know that people keep saying Void Train. Take into account that of the people currently with me, only 2 of those even own Void Train. And on YouTube, it doesn't really make much sense switching from one game to another. Sure, Drago. And I will end, given that I'm likely to delist this for the patience of those that have stuck with us. I'll load up a final thing. We've been in the map, but there was something that hadn't been shown. Might as well give a small glimpse as to what might be coming. Well, at least that's some of the world sorted. Not much, but some. Yeah, and this is why it needs to be done off stream, because that is really not very nice. Bye.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, thank you.
oh, ooh, ah, ugh.
That's the first time I've ever seen inside the soylent vat.
And that's how the soylent gets made.
Now, I cannot absolutely promise you when the next episode will be, but I will do my best to make up for this one in the next few days rather than leave it waiting, because I know Tex's schedule is going to be awkward again coming up, so yeah. We've got a new boy, lads. Get him.
We can make something happen.
And if you don't want spoilers, now's the time to look away. I'll keep them light.
Warning, warning, there be spoilers ahead.
A little flashing red light to go up in the corner.
Beep, beep, beep.
Awooga, awooga.
See, we're back at radio play. Sound general quarters. Auga, auga. This needs to happen. I'm totally on board with a radio episode.
Where are you hiding? There. There you go. A little something for the where we should have ended this week's episode. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all coming and joining me today. I'm sorry it went such poor directions, but it is what it is, and I'll try my best to get us back either tomorrow or maybe Wednesday to catch up and have this episode like it should have been. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, hope you're looking forward to what this one should have been. Bye, folks. I'll be over on Twitch shortly. I need to go and relax by shooting something or smashing something. That was all. Obviously, I don't want it to go wrong. And it did. So there we go. If you fancy coming and joining me for some chill out time, I'll see you on the Twitch side. Catch you later, guys. And hopefully see you back for some more of this soon. In fact, you know what? I'll put out the Vanguard abridged episode instead. Expect that live shortly. You guys are legends. Till next time. Goodbye.